Spinal Tap 2, the end continues, and we get to go home again. Hi, thank you for tuning into the Tom Bottelsen Show. Yeah, we are in Minneapolis with the Neil Diamond Show of Beautiful Noise. Fantastic. It's been a fantastic show. What a great city. I've been to a game store out here. I've been traveling around. Oh, what a thing. So I finally got to the movie theater, which is a difficult thing while we're on tour, is to get out to see something. So I saw Spinal Tap 2. The end continues, and I was absolutely nervous. Can I tell you that? I was completely nervous about watching this show, because this is Spinal Tap is one of my favorite movies of all time. Sorry, I've got to mess with my notes here. This is such a thing. What a pain, Tom. Got a whole big thing. Maybe I'll cut that part out. Oh, what the hell. Okay, so this is Spinal Tap, comes out in 1984. That is directed by Rob Reiner, who's most notably known for, at least for my generation, The Princess Bride, Stand By Me, A Few Good Men, When Harry Met Sally. And of course, he played Meathead on the original All in the Family. Rob Reiner's been a big part of my life, obviously. And the stars in the original This is Spinal Tap are Michael McKean, Harry Shearer, and Christopher Guest. And the movie is written by Rob Reiner and those four wrote this movie as well. And Christopher Guest, you know, is writing other spoof documentaries such as Waiting for Guffman, Best in Show, The Mighty Wind is one of my personal favorites, and For Your Consideration. So This is Spinal Tap is a mockumentary about a band that doesn't exist, played by guys who can really play their instruments. All of them play their own instruments and have for years. They've been playing music together for as long as they've known each other. I love This is Spinal Tap. I don't know how much it holds up with other people. I showed my lady a couple of scenes and she was unimpressed by it. But people my age and people who grew up watching This is Spinal Tap, it is the perfect rock and roll documentary. And someone who's been in a band before, in several bands, and done that kind, not that kind of lifestyle, but things you run into while you're in a band. You really resonate with those people and that life. And it's just so fun. It's just so funny. And you believe them 100% because they play it perfectly straight. No one's ever winking at the camera. It is well acted. So I was really nervous. I was nervous about coming back to see this because Michael McKean and Christopher Guest are 77 years old. Harry Shearer is 81 years old. What is this going to be like? And I've been disappointed by sequels in the past, by Coming to America and Blues Brothers 2000, just to name two. But I did like Caddyshack 2, and I had to jump in here because I was editing this just now and realized I said Caddyshack 2 instead of Happy Gilmore 2. Seriously, Tom? Caddyshack 2? Jeez. I did like the latest Beverly Hills Cop. I thought those were fun. It's how they walk that line of trying to go home again. Trying to go home again, to recreate what we already saw, and is there a way to do that? And this does this on so many levels. Spinal Tap 2 looks just as grainy, just as gritty in the filmmaking process. They go for the jokes a couple of times where they really just hit the nail on the head a little too hard trying to hit the joke. But other than that, they're just playing it under the radar. They're just trying to play it as quiet as possible. And I really appreciated that. I'll tell you where the movie did fishhook me. Spoiler alert, spoiler right now, that at the very end, the final concert, this reunion concert that they've been talking about this entire thing, for the whole concert, they're killing it. They're absolutely killing it. And I love that because you root for these guys. You really do. And then at the end, when it all goes south, once again with Stonehenge, which seems to be their nemesis number once again. Yeah, they really got me on that one. I was impressed because I didn't know how they were going to end it. I was like, are they going to do this thing? And then, of course, at the very end, Nigel and David have a fight just like in the first one. And this one is a little forced, but I don't care. I was going to like this no matter what. I really was. I was going to go in liking this, but I was apprehensive about whether or not I was going to like it. All the guest stars are great, and Paul McCartney playing cups and cakes with the band, and then getting into an argument with David St. Hubbins over things. That was fun. I loved that. I love all of the return of the original cast members, those that are still with us. All of the storylines that would happen to the band are believable in a spoof sense. Where they'd gone and what they were doing, Nigel opening a cheese shop, considering what he says at the end of the first one, how he'd like to work in a shop, how he'd like to just work in a little store. You know, what size are you? I think we have that. Yeah, you know what else I thought about? You root for the band in the first one because you want to see them succeed because they're hapless and they are silly and you can laugh at them and with them. In part 2, they're older and I really wanted them to win. I really wanted Spinal Tap to have a good show. I wanted Spinal Tap to get back together, to reunite. I wanted to see friends playing music together. I wanted that nostalgic moment. And I did in the final concert where you get to hear all the good songs. I mean, that was really good. Like, I'm glad they didn't skimp on the music in this. That was got to be one of my favorite parts. Didn't skimp on the music. And just like my review of The Naked Gun, the new Naked Gun, you have to play it completely straight. These are not jokes. You have to play it straight down the line, like you believe this with every fiber of your being, or it's going to fall. And it was good. I gotta say, it was good. It's like the original is. If you like the original, I think you will like this one. I saw it in a small theater in the afternoon showing. There must have been 11 of us, and no one was howling with laughter. There was a lot of loud smiles, though. I saw it when I walked out. I saw looks on people's faces going like, yeah. It was a good way to wrap that up. Way to wrap up a story and get back to Spinal Tap being who they are and what kind of a movie it is. I don't know if the movie was shot on film or digital, but it has a film look, has that grainy film look. It didn't look polished and perfect, or it might have been in the theater I was in, I don't know. But I prefer that in a movie to make me feel I'm watching a movie. I don't need the perfect high resolution things that make things look a little too plasticky, like I'm looking into a window at something that doesn't look real. It's a little too polished. There's enough dirt in this movie is what I'm saying. There's enough dirt, enough realism. It makes me feel like I'm watching people as opposed to a set, a movie, a phony thing. Yeah. English loudest bands. That's what I remember from the first one. The very first line has a reputation for being one of England's loudest bands. So hats off to Spinal Tap 2. The end continues. It leads us right where the other one left off. It pieces it together. I had a ball. I really did. Thumbs up. That'll do it for my review of this is Spinal Tap 2, or is it just Spinal Tap 2? Let's check that out. It's probably on the poster right there. Spinal Tap 2, the end continues. Yeah. See it, rent it, wait till it streams. You don't have to be in the theater to see this, even though I would love, them to get paid for showing this movie. I don't know how well it's doing in the box office. It's definitely a my generation. I'm 56. This movie is meant for people my age and older, around in there. Gen Xers and some younger boomers. Yeah. Highly recommend. So like and subscribe if you like this content. Hit that notification bell so you know when my stuff drops. It drops on Sunday. My next city, I will be in Tennessee. I'll be in Memphis, Tennessee, and I'm going to go to the Blues Museum there. There's a Blues Museum right down the street from the theater where we're performing. If you get a chance to come out and see A Beautiful Noise, the Neil Diamond musical, please do. It really is wonderful and fantastic. I'm the standby for several roles, so I never know when I'm performing till the day of or maybe a week prior, so I don't think you're going to see me, but you might see me. And if you do come on by, drop me a line. I'd love to come out and meet you, shake your hand. All right. Till I see you next time, as always, peace, love, live long, and prosper. And I mean it.